War. Huh. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video. Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. As always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. That way you know when to watch my videos. So, will there be a war? Any wars in 2025? In my opinion, in my prediction, I think so. All right. Before I get to this video, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And always, don't forget, remain calm. Guys, this a lot of things have been happening so far literally since January 1st. The first day of the year, so much has happened. All right. And I've been meditating a lot. I've been asking myself questions, my higher self, asking God questions. And I'm just curious, like, will there be a war this year? And what came to me was yes. I told you, doesn't matter if you have Trump, Kamala Biden in office, there's going to be a war or a conflict. And the places that came to me was Mexico, Greenland, the Middle East, North Korea, Canada. Those are the places that came to me about a possible war or a battle happening this year. And I'm going to get to each place in a second. But let me just say this. I know Trump promised no wars, no wars, no more death, no World War III. And it sounds nice and pretty, but then the thing is, though, like, seeing how this world is right now and how things are going, I don't think that's being, like, fully realistic. Now, he did end one war. There's a ceasefire with Israel and Palestine. That's a good thing. That's a good thing that he has done. The war in Russia, Ukraine, that's still going on. I predict that Russia will win. They'll take Ukraine. Trump might let them take Ukraine. But yeah, so I want to talk about the Middle East. So yeah, Trump, he threatened them, he threatened Iran and whatnot, and he said, look, let's just end this war, let's just stop it. So now that there's a ceasefire with Israel and Palestine, which is a good thing for both sides, no more killing. But now, Trump wants to buy Gaza. Call it the MAGA Strip. Wants to buy Gaza, make it America and Israel owned. And basically, I guess you could say, kick people out and have them go somewhere else, like Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt. Now, Trump did say he did say that Saudi Arabia, like, damn, you guys have you have all this land. You can't give a land. You can't give some to these people. I understand that. I mean, Saudi Arabia is a huge country. They have a lot of land that's not inhabited by people. So I get where he's coming from with that. But Gaza, that's their land. Palestinians, that's their land. And yes, I understand it's destroyed. There's rubble. There's destruction. They lost family and friends. They lost homes, schools, stores. It's destroyed. I get that. I know he's trying to say, well, these people don't want to be here anymore. There's nothing to go back to. But I'm like, you can always help them rebuild. You don't have to kick them out. You can help them rebuild. So I know that's been going on. And I know he met with the King of Jordan. King of Jordan, because Trump's is seeing if Egypt and Jordan can take in his people. And I don't agree with this because it's like, instead of kicking them out, and I get it, Trump saying this hasn't worked for you, it's never worked. It will never work for years. Like, why not just help them rebuild, become stronger, make Gaza stronger and whatnot. The real reason why he wants that land is because, like I said before, he wants the resources, oil. Gaza has a lot of oil in the ocean, okay? Deep buried down, they want the oil. And guys, what came to me was, like, I don't think this ceasefire will continue. Yeah, it's on for right now. But what came to me is that another, like a conflict could happen, could start again with Israel, Palestine, maybe another Arab country like Jordan or Egypt. Maybe Iran can get involved. Hopefully not. But I do think that with this whole ceasefire, and that Trump wants to buy Gaza, and then Israel wants to buy Gaza and kick these people out, have them go to Jordan, Arabia, I believe that's going to cause a lot of issues, a lot of conflict. And it could start another war over there. Okay? And it could pull us in fully. So just see how things play out with that. I do believe if things go south with this situation, there will definitely be a conflict. All right, let's talk about Mexico. So Mexico, there's issues happening there. All right. Now, Trump has labeled the cartels as a terrorist group, as a threat, terrorist organization. And hey, I agree. They are a threat. They do a lot of things that's horrible, that's bad, killing people and kids. It's really bad. So I understand. I agree with that. They're not good. I do believe that there are people who are good that end up getting involved in these groups, unfortunately. But yeah, I understand. Like, yeah, these are not good people fully. They don't do good things. But I think yes, the border is closed. It's under control. But now we have there's some issues happening at the border. So you have the Mexican border and Texas. And there's not a war happening. There's not a battle happening. But there are some fights here and there happening at the border. And I think Trump said, we should invade Mexico and attack the cartels. Listen, I understand it. I understand. But it's like, it's going to start a war. I think, like, I don't know the full situation with this whole Mexico and America thing, the border thing. I know some parts of it here and there. I don't watch the news a lot. I know the whole immigrants situation. I get that. Immigrants and having the border control. And listen, you never know. Like, the cartels have thousands of people within their group. And you never know who could be a part of it. It could be people in the military, law enforcement. You don't know. And Mexico is a big country. I went to Mexico 2 years ago. One of the best trips I ever had in my life. Cancun. Man. I love Cancun. But hey, listen, if this turns into a conflict with Mexico and America, okay, if things get bad with Mexico and America and it starts a battle or a war with cartels and whatnot, I recommend you not going to Mexico for spring break. Spring break is right around the corner, March, April. I wouldn't go. If things get bad, I wouldn't go to Cancun. I wouldn't go to Tulum. Even though it's nice and pretty, just wait, because things could go south. And especially now, things are starting to get heated with the border. And I don't know if that's going to affect Cancun or not, but I think it might. You never know what people are thinking. All right. And the cartels, they run Cancun. They run a lot of things over there. And also, they need Cancun. They need Tulum because it's a vacation spot. It's a tourist spot, not just for America, but for the whole world. So it brings in money. So if you affect that, you mess with their money. So we'll see how things play out with this. But I do believe that if things go south with the Mexico-American border, you might have a conflict with that. Maybe another U.S.-Mexican war, which would be crazy if that happens. And a lot could happen during that time. So that's another place where I think a war or a battle could break out this year. The other place I talked about was North Korea. I haven't looked recently about what they're doing over there. If they launched any missiles lately, but I have this feeling that something could pop off over there. Maybe they could attack South Korea or Japan. I'm not sure what the relationship is with their president and our president. I know in the past they were friends. I'm not sure if it's like that now. I don't know if they're still cool, you know. But we'll have to see what happens with that. Because I know they're planning on taking South Korea. Because whether you like it or not, the truth is that the Kim Jong-un family, they, that family, they own that land, all of it. All of Korea is rightfully theirs, from a historical perspective. It belongs to them, even though I don't agree with what they do. The land belongs to them. So, hey, we'll see what happens. I don't think a battle will start over there. Now we have our president, Donald Duck, so I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that. The other place that came to me was Canada. And again, because of Trump, man. Trump's starting a lot of chaos. He's doing everything. So Canada, I know he talked about making Canada the 51st state. And, making Canada the 51st state, no taxes, just join us, And though a lot of Canadians are upset about that, they don't want that to happen. Some are actually happy. They want that to happen. Listen, he wants Canada because, like I said, resources. Wood, trees, gold, oil, water, land is resources. All right, he's a real estate agent. All right, he's in the real estate. It's about the land. If Canada becomes a 51st state, man, you will see some things happen, some people going off, people going crazy. You may see a battle at the Canadian-American border. Can you imagine two battles happening at the same time? Imagine two battles happening at both American borders, the Canadian border and the Mexican border, at the same exact time. That could happen. I mean, look what's going on. Look what he's saying. I mean, that could happen. That'd be crazy. That would be insane. Dang, two battles happening at the same time and both borders. How do I feel about Canada becoming the 51st state? Do I think it should happen? Me personally, no. But I understand where he's coming from, and I know why he's saying this. But me personally, I don't think it should become the 51st state. I think it just should be left as its own country. I don't know much about the Canadian government, the Canadian economy. I know some things, but not everything about it. I've been to Canada a long time ago when I was a baby. A long time ago with my family. Went to Toronto. So I want to go back there, actually, now that I'm an adult. See how it is. I know it's very nice in Canada. It's very clean. Great restaurants. People are friendly. Toronto Zoo is big. We got the museum. So I want to go back there because I remember certain parts of Toronto. How was I? I was like 4 or 3 years old, I think. Or 5. I was young. Very, very young. So I definitely want to go back now that I'm an adult, see how it is. But yeah, guys, I mean, a battle could happen there with Canada and America. And truthfully, I mean, we would win. America would win. With the Mexico thing, I don't think so. I mean, I've seen videos of ex-military people, guys, who were in the military saying that we can't beat the cartels, we can't beat Mexico. So I don't know about that. But the Canada thing, I think so. I mean, if that happens, that's basically a NATO country fighting a NATO country, okay? NATO versus NATO. The next place that came to me was Greenland. Now, we all know that Trump wants to buy Greenland, and he is serious about it. He's not bluffing. This time he's serious. I think he'll actually do it. I think he'll actually buy Greenland. I think he'll actually buy the Panama Canal this time. He's serious about it. I mean, Greenland versus America, that at that point you should just surrender. At that point, just give up. It's not even worth the battle. It's not worth fighting for. It's not worth dying for. Just give up. Okay? It's not worth it. Let him take Greenland, even though it sucks. Let him take it. Because, again, he wants the resources. He wants the resources. He wants the land. He wants the minerals. He wants the resources, okay? That's the main reason why Trump wants all this land. Resources, 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 gold, oil, lumber, woods, water. He wants that land. Colonizer, all right? Colonizer mindset. Take the land, move the people. Get out, give me the land. I don't want you, I want the land. But yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about the whole Greenland thing. That doesn't affect me. Now, Canada, America, that could affect us. Mexico and America, that can affect us. North Korea, that can affect us. The Middle East, that can affect us. I don't see Greenland really affecting us unless, I know it's owned by Denmark. So maybe in that way it could affect us. But, and also get the Venezuela, Puerto Rico thing. That could also start a war or battle if Venezuela wants to invade Puerto Rico and free Puerto Rico from America. And truthfully, if Venezuela invaded Puerto Rico, I don't think Trump will defend it. Like, he might, but I think he might just give it to them. To be honest with you, hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if he said, you know what, why even fight? You all speak Spanish, just give it up. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he just gave it to them. I wouldn't be surprised. He wouldn't probably defend it. Even though it's a territory, he might be like, all right, just take it. So I would not be surprised. But yeah, so guys, those are my predictions for this year. You can go check out my predictions for 2025. But yeah, I predict that battles could happen this year in different places of the world. Like I said, Asia, Middle East, Mexico, Canada, Greenland, maybe Europe. Okay, but that's not what came to me. Actually, it is what came to me, but I forgot to write it down. Our predictions list. Europe. The whole Europe thing I know right now is Russia and Ukraine. Right now, I know Russia is beating. At this point, just let Russia win. Just take it. It's not even worth fighting for. But I mean, it's worth fighting for. But I think at this point, they should just surrender at this point. It's been 3 years. 3 years this war has been going on. And, I think it's time for it to end. Just give it up. But if the war starts in Europe, I think it will be because of Russia, maybe because of Poland or Germany. Maybe they attack them. I don't know. We'll see. But guys, be aware of what's going on in the world, but don't be attached to it. You can look at the news here and there, but don't watch it all day, every day, like some people do. Some family members I know do, and friends. Don't watch the news all day, every day. It's not good for your energy. It's not good for your mental health. It drains you, trust me. And it puts a lot of fear in your mind and your body. It's not good for you. But yeah, so those are my predictions. Those are the 5 places, 5, 6, 7 places that I predict war or battle could break out. Again, I said Mexico, U.S. versus Mexico, U.S. versus Canada, U.S. versus Greenland. It could be North Korea versus South Korea versus Japan, or U.S. gets involved. And you got the Russia situation, and you got the Middle East. I said Israel, Jordan, Egypt, Palestine, Saudi Arabia can be involved. So those are the countries and places that came to me that could be involved in a new war or a new battle. What about China? The whole China and America war, it will happen. It's coming. I don't think now. I don't think it's going to happen now. I think the China and America war will begin in 2027. That's what I think. And guys, quick story time. A couple days ago, I had a dream that I'm not sure if I mentioned this before or not, but I had a dream that I was in the future with all my friends, right? And we were at this it was like it was a city in America, but it was destroyed. The city was destroyed. There was rubble everywhere, and we were in like the military fighting the enemy, but we didn't know who we were fighting, right? There was smoke everywhere, destruction everywhere, buildings destroyed everywhere. And then you can see like a portal with these cars driving, and the people were from this reality, right? So we could see them, but they couldn't see us. So it's like we were part of a different timeline, but they were driving through. So we could see them, but they couldn't see us. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not. And then they passed, and then we saw a sign that said, literally the sign said 2027, and then on the TV screen it said Trump is running for a third term, and it shows people being very upset with it. Like in the crowd, it showed liberals, even some conservatives, upset him being in for a third term because something must have happened. Something big must have happened. Then there were some people who were happy. Okay, there were people who were happy, who were upset. And then what else? Then I woke up. But yeah, I remember that dream. It was 2027. Trump was running for a third term. He announced it. I'm running for a third term in 2028. And people were happy. People were upset. We were in a destroyed city, like a war zone just happened, and that was it. So maybe that was a glimpse into the future, because that could happen. He could run for a third term. World War III could happen. Okay, around that time frame. So that could happen. That could be what I saw, what I dreamt of was possibly the future. Okay, but we'll see how things play out. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video. If you enjoyed my video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. That way you know when to watch my videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.